Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is W.D.Y.D. CSP. What do you do as a central store processing technician? Welcome back, guys. It is April 14th, 13th, 14th.
Okay.
What, 15th? Oh, well, I'm past one day. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know what day it is. We've been quarantined for so long and going back and forth to work and everything like that. But, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. If you are one of the individuals that are in the front line, I commend you guys. And, my hat's off to you. Stay safe. Practice standard precautions. Hand washing. Don't touch your face. I know over here in Jersey it's mandated that you wear a mask out in public when going into stores, but I wanted to talk about the mask again. So I've been on a lot of webinars and looked at a lot of researching, and I know the FDA issued the EUA, which is the Emergency Usage Act, um, that allows for certain companies to reprocess N95 masks because there's a shortage of it. Nothing about surgical masks yet, but people are in an uproar and going crazy. I think, in my opinion, overusing PPEs. So I see people wearing N95 masks with a surgical mask in front of it, wearing the Pampers with N95 masks underneath of it, which I don't understand that concept. But I also see people wearing the cloth mask that people are making at home. Um, One of the discussions that we had at the facility where I work at is that um, the wrapping material that we use to wrap our sterile items prior to sterilization is made of an N99 material. Um, and we were looking at options of how to make masks with those. We haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, or no one's come up with a concept idea. But I was sitting there brainstorming, if you have individuals that make masks, the homemade masks, um, or someone who does, have them make a mask with a very thin material, one that's very breathable. I wind up grabbing one of the surgical masks and kind of just measured it out, eyeballed it. Now you know that the mask itself is accordion style, so it can wrap around. So I'm no seamstress, guys. So I took some scrub material and I just kind of, if I had a stapler, I would have stapled it. But I kind of just stitched an edge to it just to kind of give you a concept of what you should be looking at. But this is very breathable because the material is real thin. But here's the idea and the concept that I have. If you have somebody that makes um, cloth mask, have them make you a mask, but tell them to keep a pocket. Now, mine isn't sewn in the bottom and top, even though it does show like it's sewn. I just watch one. Have them keep a pocket in the mask itself. You don't have to make a mask out of a surgical, out of the wrapping material, but grab you a piece of, or however much you have, of wrapping material and measure this thing out, okay? Of course, it has to be smaller than what the mask is, right? I'm going to show you guys real quick. So I'm going to say about the size of the interior of the boundary of the mask. That's where you want your filtration to be at. So you're going to go ahead and let me show you guys real quickly. Find yourself some wrapper. Even if it's a used wrap from an old item that's sterilized, remember, items are sterile. If you're using event related, items are sterile unless a major event happens to it, right? So you're going to go ahead and grab a small piece of material, okay? And mine is going to be like right there. So I just want to show you guys how this concept would work and how you can further protect yourselves. Because I am not a fan And I have a lot of major concerns with the reprocessing of N95 mask or any single-use items. So you're just going to grab a small piece of filter. Again, breathable material. Have the individual place that filtrate. You yourself have the individual make a pocket in the actual mask itself. You're going to actually place the filter. This ain't working for me real good because, again, this isn't an actual mask.
Can I get washed or you got to take it out?
No, this is disposable, so can't wash this.
So that's what people...
Now you can wash the actual cloth mask. So my lady's asking me, can I wash the filter material? But no, the filter material cannot be washed, but the mask itself can. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place that filter inside the mask so that it gives you complete coverage. So you can see that filter in there. And when you put this mask on, assuming it has straps, you have an N99 protected mask that is breathable. And if the person's mask has the little elastics or the little bendable metal that's on there, okay, you now have a mask that's breathable, has N99 capacity of filtration, and is safer, in my opinion, than reprocessing an N95 mask, whether it be whatever method they're saying, because you can't clean an N95 mask. There's no way to clean it. There's no way that when you're coughing into this, sneezing, whatever, your nose is running, there's no way to clean the inside of the mask. So if you're reprocessing a N95 mask, all you're doing is baking on whatever you have on there. A lot of the IFUs, if you read of the companies that are reprocessing these masks, they are basically telling you, make sure that it follows the chain of custody, because the masks are not sterile. They're decontaminated, and there may possibly still be live viruses or bacterial or pathogens on that mask. There is no guarantee. The FDA issued this EUA, and it lifted the good manufacturing practices from the companies. It waived that right. So the companies are no longer responsible for a failure in their process. They lifted all the good manufacturing practices protocols. They lifted all the validation protocols that these companies have to follow when sterilizing sterile items. But to decontaminate, and I get it. I understand the needs to reprocess PPEs. I understand it. It's crazy. But if you looked at my last video, I don't understand how you can build a whole hospital in 10 days, but you can't make PPEs. Many hospitals are not doing surgeries right now. So you're not using the wrappers to wrap any items because, or you are, but you're not using them as frequently. Why not use this filter material? Use this as filter material. Why not make a mask out of this? Okay, if you're gonna waste a lot of material to make a mask out of this, okay, I get it, to get full coverage, but all you need is you see the small piece that I took out of this? I can probably make out of each mask, that's probably 3 by 2. This is a 15 by 15. Do the math. If I'm doing 3 inches by 2 inches, 2 goes into 15 7 times. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 3, 5 times 7 is what? 35. 35 filter materials, right? Did I do my math right? 3 inches. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 2 goes into 15 almost 7 times. 7 by 5, 35. 35 pieces, okay, per sheet. The packs come with 200. 35 times 200 is 700, right? Give and take. 700 filter pieces. 700. I'm pretty sure that your facility has a very skilled seamstress, or you know somebody who sells these cloth masks and they're probably selling them by the hundreds. $5 for a mask, filter material. So if your facility is dying for masks, these are N90. Now, granted, they're not fit tested like the N95 masks are. They're not. But it has been shown and has been proven that the surgical masks filter out 95% of viruses just like the N95 masks are. Now, do they have kinks in their armor? Yes, but CDC has stated that with this pandemic, this is not an airborne virus. It is a droplet and contact precaution. These masks are suffice. N95 masks are not required unless you are caring for a patient who has tested positive for COVID-19. Guys, I'm just trying to keep everyone safe, trying to put my part in there, giving you my 2 cents and giving you my opinion. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed doctor, a scientist. I'm not, I don't have any degrees in anything that is. I haven't done any studies. I haven't proven this, but I know this is N99 filtration capability. N99, N95, better filtration. I just created a filter better than just cloth alone, because a cloth doesn't stop any viruses, guys. It does a 50% chance of stopping bacteria and dust. But as far as viruses, it does squat. You're not protecting yourself with just a cloth mask. Tell them to put a pocket in it. If you want to feel safer, tell them to put like a little Velcro or button straps in there so you can close this up. And you now have an N99 filtered homemade mask, guys. As always, guys, stay true to yourselves. Keep it 100. Hit that notification bell for future videos. Subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If your facility has been contemplating using the wrap material for masks, or if they have, I would love to see what it looks like. And give me a thumbs up. Guys, peace. Take care. Stay safe. And see you next time.